How's everybody doing? It's a Saturday night, people. I hope everybody's just trying to enjoy the weekend as much as they possibly can. As for myself, getting ready to go to work, just got a car wash. I have to tell everybody that about a week and a half ago, I got an epidural in my neck. And so I'm taking the shower last night, or yesterday afternoon, and lo and behold, as I was getting out, swoop, my feet went up in the air and my back landed right there on the bathtub railing. And I got to say that having all these back issues over the last year and a half, I was stunned, I was shocked, but at the end of it, I started laughing because I still had some movement in my legs. Took some medication, laid it down, put a heating pad on it when I got up, and you know what? I went to work last night. And I had an amazing night last night. So, like I like to say, it's never what happens, but how you respond to it. And I try to respond to things with a lot of laughter if I can. This is a far cry from what I used to do because I was just so serious. You know, my life experiences have been have been based in desperation, deep-seated anger, angst, and everything else about everything that was going on with me. And then when I start realizing that my biggest problem was myself, and that I have to laugh at myself, and I do a lot of things on social media, just try to laugh at myself, and then you know what? Along the way, I found out what my true purpose is, and my true purpose is I think it's like giving back to others what was so freely given to me. Rather that's dealing with recovery, dealing with mental health awareness, dealing with challenges, dealing with this isolation right now because I spent a lot of time in prison. I spent a total of 19 years, 10 months, and I think 6 days when I did a tally of it some years ago. And looking back, I have to see that a lot of those experiences have defined me to the person I am today. I thought my purpose was to die in prison. I thought my purpose was to die in a deep-seated anguish of alcoholism and drug addiction. God had other plans for me. It's an amazing process. I was running. I picked a woman up last night. Her name was Carrie. I took her. Picked her up from the west side, took her down in the South Bay area, and we just had an amazing conversation. And then you know what? It was like you know what? It's like my when you see your purpose, and when you see your purpose is it's embedded in somebody else, and it's interesting. There's a coyote over there. I can't turn this camera around, but anyway, but I don't get the opportunity to see several people with the same type of mindset that I have. Not that I'm rare, not that I'm unique, but it's just some of the people that I get to meet, and when you have this connection of some type, and it's only going to be brief because I'm just taking them from point A to point B, and it just lets me know that man, there's just a bunch of amazing people out there in LA of all places, because there's a high sense of entitlement here, even more so here than a lot of other places, at least where I've been at, and from the people that I've talked to. The people here are just entitled, and it's all about me, 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 me. So when I get to kind of have a deep conversation, rather it's 10 minutes, and I think this trip was like 40 minutes, so we really got to talk about a host of different issues, and you know, and I think we didn't disagree with anything. And then when I promoted this, like my purpose today is try to create the best version of myself possible, seeing all opposition as an opportunity to grow, and hopefully to help others grow. I got years ago, I started watching Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, and you know what? And I just found, not that I'm trying to be some hoity-toity, not that they are motivational speakers, but I just want to, I want to inspire people to be the best version of themselves, man. And and even more so today, that it's not easy. There's so many distractions. People are just wasting your time. People want your attention, they want your energy, and everything about you, as long as it accommodates them. But what about, how are you accommodating yourself? I think a true person's purpose is when you can put yourself first and foremost, while at the same time spread a little joy, some positive energy to other people, because it's never about me. It's about what can I do for somebody else. That's where I think my true blessings come. And those blessings, I found out that don't come when I go through the action. It's when I make that decision to do a selfless act, rather that's help a homeless person out, buy him something to eat, or if I see some wine, or if I see veterans, like when I'm in West LA, and I know they don't. We'll have a conversation. I'll tell them, "What, man? Tell me your story. How did you end up like this?" Because I'm always curious about how people ended up where they're at, whether they're highly successful or rather they're on the fringe of society. And because it kind of helps me, because I've been on the fringe of society. I've been homeless. I've been this. I've been that. I went through the whole gamut of what it from being from the bottom, from ground zero, and I'm slowly trying to work myself up the totem pole, what that is. But at the end of the day, my successes are not contingent upon anything that's tangible. It's those inner qualities that you can't purchase. Nobody can buy it. Nobody can give it to me. Nobody can write me that check. And I'm just going to have some integrity, accountability, responsibility, and just trying to step into my greatness. And I think that's my purpose. What's your purpose? How do you define what your purpose is? And if you feel like it, please tell me in the comments, because I'm trying to pass on some information to other people that hopefully can change their lives, man. And that's a far cry from what I used to be, because before I never cared about anything other than myself and trying to fill that void with anything other than dealing with life. Because I did try. I ran from everything, and I always used an excuse. Oh, it was the manic depressive. Man, it was a bipolar. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because I was black, and I blamed the man for everything. But yet, in everything that I did, I played a significant part in it. So today, I try to always look at my side of the street and quit looking at everybody else's side of the street. The only thing I can do is try to do the best that I possibly can, while learning in the whole process through the good, bad, and the indifferent as well. It's, for me, it's that defining moment when I can step outside of myself, see everything that I'm doing and the impact it may have. And sometimes the impact is not always a pleasant one. Sometimes I can be an asshole at times. You can ask Vanessa about that. Oh, my friend Vanessa, I used to give it to her. I mean, just on and on. But I love the hell out of my friends, but it's just going through the same things over and over and over. And then when they call me and I'm telling them the truth from my estimation, and I'll say, man, your life would be so much greater if you would just go through the process of attempting to do something, as opposed to just considering it. And with a lot of things that I'm trying to do and trying to realize my purpose is I'm just completely immersing myself into them. And I'm trying to do the best that I possibly can. Like just recently, I've been promoting myself. I pass all my business cards to 9 out of 10 people I meet. I don't think some people are just not open to it, and it's typically with the people that I have conversations with. If you're watching this and I pass my card, hey, feel free to hit me up for anything. You know what I mean? Not anything, but you know what I mean. If you feel down or you feel out, or life's getting the best of you, call me. I'm not doing nothing. Trying to develop my business side, trying to come up with ideas for this, trying to develop my webpage. But that's part of my purpose. Everything that I do, it seems to be all interrelated. I'm realizing that now, and everything that I've been through since 2012 is slowly getting me to the process of really realizing my greatness. Because, as Les Brown says, we all have a certain level, high amount of greatness within ourselves, but we just have to realize it. And a lot of times, I don't go back on my own opinion of myself, but I allow others to tell me about myself. Because sometimes my opinion of myself it's jaded with self-doubt, misery, depression, because they all live on the same block. You got hope, aspirations, and solutions, but across the street, brother despair, that cousin desperation is right around the corner. But when you see that you're getting ready to walk into those doors where they live, you have a choice of finding the solution, kind of like turn away. And which is one of the reasons I've called this channel and I've called my business Solution Seekers, because I think that everybody is looking for the solution. My solution at all points is about having some faith, in myself, having some faith in mankind, having some humility, having some gratitude. And you know what? In these perilous times, uncertain times that we live in, I think that's even more important than ever. And it's there's always a way to get something done in a manner that you want to get it done. But that always comes back to my purpose. My purpose is everything that I do, and I just think I don't know if I can explain this in a way to maybe I should work on this, trying to express it because I don't think I'd ever have before. But my purpose is just be the best version of myself that I possibly can while doing no harm to nobody else because I really don't want to do that. I've done too much of that. If you look on social media, and then if you look and on these, if you just look around you, there's just a lot of people hurting and they're expressing, like I did in the last video when I was at Home Depot. And I have expressed something to this man in a negative way? I could have, but that's the easy way. So let me just wait, take some patience, be patient with them, be patient with myself, and say things with a little kindness. What is it going to cost me? Absolutely nothing. And then walk away feeling like, what? Hopefully that person will walk away just looking at it and saying, damn, I kind of like the way that the response that I've gotten. Because when the gentleman was walking back the line, everybody was looking at him all crazy. And I think a couple people said something to him. But that's neither here nor there. It's in that moment, what do you do? My purpose is defined on not what I say, but that which I do. And everything that I'm doing thus far has worked to my best ability. Even the things I didn't think worked, they worked. And for somebody like myself, I'm utterly blessed. And I hope that everybody has a great weekend. And the lighting's about to change, so I think I'm going to end this now. Please like it so I can move up in the Google Analytics. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye.